Hi everyone, it's Ryan with Hearing Asset Advisors. Today I'm going to do a quick overview of our 7-step sales process that can help turn your hearing aid prospects into hearing aid patients. We're going to go over them step by step. Okay, step 1, build rapport. Sounds simple, but a lot of clinics will take the client directly into the booth. For some, that can be a little scary, so it's a good idea to get to know them a little bit, let them get to know you, and then move on to the next step. Step 2, get the case history. This is where you're going to be kind of a detective, going through the patient intake form, asking the right questions, finding their why. Sorry, I had to interrupt the video. Finding their why is the key to all of this. Find out why they came to you. Is it because they can't hear their grandkids, or hear in the car, or hear in their favorite restaurant? Whatever it is, whatever prompted them to come in, it's very important to find that out. Okay, back to the steps. A great question to ask during the case history is, what would you like to get out of the appointment today? If you get lucky, they might say, I need new hearing aids. Then just don't screw it up the rest of the way. More likely, they'll say, my spouse made me come in, or I just need a baseline. Then you know what you need to overcome. Dig deep in this, ask open-ended questions, tell me more about that, those kind of things to get as much information as possible so you can use it later. Step 3, build hope and reduce anxiety. Remember, this isn't a fun appointment that they've been looking forward to. Maybe their spouse has, but the person getting the test might be a little nervous. So tell them, here's what we're going to do today. We're going to do a test. We'll go over the results. If you're a good candidate for hearing aids, we can try some on and take a look at what a treatment plan would look like. Step 4, going over the results. For a lot of audiologists, this is where you feel most comfortable. You can really kind of dig deep into it, but try to resist that. They really want to know why they're having the problem and the test explained in a way that they can understand. So try to keep it simple, but tie the why. And I see why you're having trouble in the car. I see why you're having trouble in the restaurant. And then you'll transition with, the good news is, in step 5, you're going to transition from the problem to the treatment. The good news is, we see this loss all the time. The good news is you're a great candidate for hearing aids, and you can talk about how incredible the technology is these days and tie in the why. This hearing aid can help you in this restaurant. These hearing aids can help you hear your grandkids again and still hope that we can treat the problem. Step 6, the dreaded recommendation. A lot of people get a little uncomfortable when asking for money, but they came to you with a problem and your treatment is worth it. We've also gone through these steps. We found out their why, and now we're going to tie their why in and add value and provide a strong recommendation. When a patient asks, well, how much is this all going to cost me? I've seen providers say, our hearing aids range from $2,000 to $9,000, and the higher up you go, the better you hear. That doesn't help them make a decision at all, and it just won't work. You have to tie in the why, and you have to bring in value before giving your recommendation and the number that goes with it. When a patient asks, what's this going to cost me? Here is an example you can use. Well, it's my professional opinion that your quality of life will significantly improve, especially in the car with your wife, or going out to eat at Perry's with your family, and in the clubhouse after a round of golf. Now, the best plan to get this done is our all-inclusive plan, which includes the premium hearing devices, as well as a 4-year warranty, 4-year loss and damage, the dehumidifier for the aids, and that multi-mic that you loved. All these things, with my great care over that time, will be an investment of $84.90. And this can be the most difficult part. Be quiet, let them talk next. It can be a very uncomfortable few seconds, but don't assume that they have sticker shock. They're most likely figuring out how to pay for it. Should I use this card with the miles? Do I need to move money from this account to that account? Now, if it's gone on long enough, like 10 seconds, go ahead and ask something like, tell me what you're thinking. Or, are you ready to move forward? More often than not, if you're using these steps, the answer will be yes. And you move on to step 7. Congratulations, you made it to step 7, where you accept the payment. Of course, thank the patient, reassure them that you're going to take great care of them, schedule that fitting, and accept some form of payment on that day to solidify the commitment. So to recap, step 1, Don't just take them right to the booth. Get to know them first, build that rapport. Step 2, be a detective and get that case history, and most importantly, find their why. Step 3, explain what they're going to be doing today, build hope that you're going to be able to help them. Step 4, go over the results, but don't get too fancy. Make sure that they can understand it, and then transition into how your treatment plan is going to help the problem. And then recommend. With that strong recommendation that you've tied in the why and you've built the value, you can close with that very strong investment recommendation. And finally, accept the payment and reassure the patient. If you'd like to talk about the 7-step sales process any further, feel free to reach out to me. I am Ryan B. at hearingassetadvisors.com. Thank you.